What's up, everyone? My name is Hitesh Gill, and you're watching Winters and Drum Films. Yeah, that's what I call this channel now. Let's go. So guys, first of all, I hope all of you are doing fine. I know these times are really hard, but then, the best way we can do for the society right now is just stay at our homes, stay clean, stay healthy. I hope these times, they end soon. But yeah, that's the best way that we can do right now. So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna take you through my 5 major reasons why am I still using a Sony Alpha 6300 in 2020 rather than upgrading it to a full frame sensor camera like an A7 III. Of course, that's what the title says. So guys, the reason number 1 would be the portability. Of course, the size of the camera makes it so easy to carry around, and it is perfect for the travel filmmaking. And because I mostly travel and make films, that is why it is the perfect camera for me. And you know what, you can even buy a small camera bag and you can just throw in like 1 or 2 extra lenses along with some batteries, an ND filter, and there'll be no problem. The bag that I use, in fact, is an Amazon Basics bag. It's a very small and perfect for traveling. And yes, I pretty much carry it around everywhere and I have no problems at all. The size of the camera is like quite a big factor for me. So guys, the second reason would be the cost of the glass. A lot of people take it the wrong way. I mean, people think that even if they buy a good crop censored camera, it will cost them around like maybe 80 to 90,000, and while they can invest a little more money and they can get an A7 III in that money. But then what after that? All the good lenses and for full frame sensor camera will cost you a lot of money as compared to all the good and sharp lenses for APS-C cameras. Like for example, I have this Sigma 30mm 1.4 and this 18105 Sony. These two lenses are like my saviors. These two lenses are quite amazing and they do not cost me a lot of money. The 30mm 1.4 is like maybe 25,000. Yeah, it cost me 25,000. I brought it from Future Forward in Delhi, and it's nothing compared to what the value that you get out of this lens. So yeah, I think the cost of lenses is a very big factor for me. You're gonna have to accept the fact that if you're buying a full frame camera, then you're gonna have to invest a lot more money on the lenses as well, which you can do when you like ready for it. But then if you're not, then please don't do it. It's a very risky thing. So guys, the third point is a question that I have been asked before as well. The question is, does sensor size matter? Well, it does, but then it again comes down to what is your requirement. So if you want to click professional portraits or you want to go for other photography needs, then it's always better to use a full frame sensor camera, because that is what the standard size for stills is. But when it comes down to videos, it's not that important. I'll tell you why. I'll give you an example. The standard sensor size on all the cinema cameras is Super 35, which is a crop sensor. So all the cinema cameras have a sensor size equivalent to my Sony Alpha 6300. I'm not comparing my camera to a cinema camera, but then I'm just trying to explain you that the sensor size does not matter when it comes to the videography, or specifically, it doesn't matter if your camera sensor size is a full frame or not. So guys, my fourth point would be the lack of features, specifically the lack of video features in A7 III. And I know these features aren't available in A6300 as well, and that is the reason why I'm still on this camera. If I invest that much, I want these features to be there in a camera. So guys, I've used A7 III this entire wedding season for like 4 or 5 months. It wasn't mine, it belonged to the production company that I was working for, and they wanted me to use their camera instead. So that is why I used it. But I've observed that it lacks a lot of video features for a person who typically wants to do videos only. You can get those features in a camera like GH5. The features like 4K 60 FPS, 10-bit internal recording, and better codecs. These are the features that you need for a cinematic video rather than a full frame sensor size. I know a lot of people are making videos on A7 III these days, and the videos look amazing. I don't want to say that you cannot make good videos on A7 III. You can make great videos on A7 III, but there are some particular features that a video camera should have, and it doesn't have those features. So I'll make sure that if I am investing in a camera after this, I want these features to be there, and I would rather invest in a camera like GH5 or GH5S rather than A7 III. So guys, my fifth and last point would be features like IBIS and low light performance. So these are the two major things based upon which people come onto the conclusion of buying an A7 III or a full frame camera rather than going for a crop or a micro four third. Well guys, in case of features like these, it all comes down to the preference, But I am used to shooting a lot of handheld footage. Since the moment I brought the camera, 80% of the times I have shot things while using my hands only. Yeah, I use gimbals as well, but for very particular shots, not the entire time. So I have a very good practice of shooting with my hands even on this camera, and my hands are quite steady now. Plus, when you use a camera like 18-105 with this body, this lens has internal stabilization. So yeah, the footage looks quite smooth and I have no issues with it. So yeah, I don't want to pay so much of money for a feature that I can even work without. Considering the low light performance, guys, I have to give it to A7 III. The low light performance of A7 III is amazing. But as a filmmaker, eventually you'll have to learn how to play with the lights. The sooner you learn, the better it is. You can't just be bumping ISO all the time when you see a dark part in the room. It looks very unprofessional. I'd rather suggest you to invest in equipments and lights, which will take your production quality to another level. So guys, these were my 5 major reasons why I haven't still, upgraded to A7 III. When they say that the gear is not important, they are always right. Don't fall into the trap of world telling you that a full frame is a must, because it's not. With the right settings and some practice, you can achieve almost, if not entirely, almost any look that you want for your film, and you can do it with any crop censored camera. You just have to use the right settings and you just have to practice it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, please press that subscribe button. Your subscriptions are very important to me right now, since I am still on the early stages of the YouTube. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.